this dream, I called it the attack. I was switching, for some reason I was in a school. I'm not in school, but I was switching classes when I had to put, for some reason I had to put on a pair of capris. I remember I was embarrassed from not shaving my legs or something. I got to my history class when the announcements came on saying that there was a threat on the school. Immediately, everyone curled up in a ball underneath their desks. Then bombs started dropping in the area and blowing up parts of the school. We heard shootings, and there was flashing lights, and like the lights were flashing, and there was just loud noises everywhere from like chaos and bombs. It just an all-out war going on. It just broke out right in front of us, and all we could do was hide under our desks. At one point, the building started to fall in, like in the room where we were at. It was just completely falling in, and so there was no ceiling there, and I could see outside, and I could see aircraft flying everywhere, and my teacher the whole time was trying to tell us, not to be afraid, that they used the words, "It will come to pass." But I was still just so afraid, and I was curled up in a ball, and I started to tell myself I was just having a nightmare. Like, I was like, it's just a nightmare, it's just a nightmare. You're gonna wake up, wake yourself up. It's just a nightmare, you're gonna wake up. And obviously I did not wake up. And then I stood up to run, and then a demon walked into the room. A demon walked into the classroom. Frightening. I had to fight it off, and then more came in, and the class all stood up together and started to fight them off as a team, until one came into the room that was so much bigger and stronger. It was like the leader, and when it entered the room, it came straight for me, its eyes piercing my soul. Just really, I was its focus 100%. It wanted me, it wanted my soul. And when that happened, when it came up to me, everyone else disappeared. It was just me and this demon. I was alone with this creature. It was so different than the rest of them. This one was beyond frightening. It was terrifying. It looked human, but it was different. It didn't have skin, and its mouth opened up really wide, and it just had a really long mouth, and this really horrifying smile, and it was just really bad. And this demon out of the rest of them, it had power and authority, and it had no fear whatsoever. It was the boss guy. He was in charge of the rest of them, and when he entered and he showed up, the rest of them scattered. That's how terrifying he was. And it was not afraid of God at all, and it was just, like I said, it was just coming for me. And I started to fight it off the best I could, but it had outsmarted me every time. Every time I tried to do something smart to protect myself, it was like it was reading my moves. It had wild eyes that only had one focus and one purpose, and that was to destroy me. It blocked all my hits, finally grabbed me, and was enjoying every bit of it, just smiling and laughing, and it was just terrible. It got close to my face, and it looked me in the eyes, and I could feel it in my soul. It got so close to me and it grabbed my mouth and opened it and just held it open next to its mouth. And it ugh. it like stuck its tongue out. It was like a really long tongue, and it was trying to like eat my soul, and at the same time it was trying to plant fear inside of me. Like, that's exactly what it was trying to do. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. It was exchanging something for my soul. It was putting fear in me in place of my soul. And I knew what it was doing, and like I could just see it in its eyes. Like, I could read it, I could feel it, I knew exactly what was going on. And this was a he. Like, it was a male, and he was trying to break me in my spirit. It laughed and it smiled when it saw that I had God inside me, when it saw that the Lord inside of me. It looked me dead in the eye, and it was just, it was looking at the face of God inside of me, in my spirit, and it had no fear. It was mocking God. And somewhere in my dream, my husband disappeared, and I yelled for somebody, and I ended up yelling for my dog, and then I woke up. But yeah, like I said before, I've been under attack. There's been spiritual warfare going on. In many of my dreams, I'm being attacked by something. Not really quite sure why. I keep trying to be logical about these things, but then I remember that Jesus says that there's spiritual warfare, and I remember that it's not me. They're not just my thoughts that are coming through in my dreams. It's actual spiritual warfare. Like, I'm being spiritually attacked, and it's just a lot. I know that God has me. I know that God's protecting me and God loves me, but I still need prayer, because things like this are frightening. Like, it's not just a spiritual thing. These things will happen. Things like this will happen once, the Antichrist is revealed, and, and he has reign over the earth. This will become a reality. So get right with Jesus, or this will become your reality, because it's just a fact. Things like this are going to happen. It's not going to be good. So, like I said before, please pray for me. Please continue to pray for me, and I will continue to pray for you. If anybody has any similar experiences, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. Yes, thank you for watching.